Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Japanese cruiser Mogami. I'm using the 15 gun variant, 16 torpedoes, 8 secondary guns, 50 AA guns, and she's got a top speed of 35 knots. We're on the map Hotspot. It's a lovely map where 50% of your team is on the other side of the map. So I spawned in with a friend on the other side of the map. Can't strategize at all with him. But other than that, it's a great map. So, the agreed upon strategy for our team is we're going to head northwest. Attack the northwest. And it's starting to look like the agreed strategy for the enemy team is to attack the southwest. So, I hope you guys in the southwest are ready for a lot of enemies, because you're going to get a lot shortly. So whenever you're in a scenario where you're the attacking side and you aren't getting any pressure from the enemy, you need to take advantage and be aggressive. The enemy carrier has sent out torpedo dive bombers, and conveniently he's sailing in between me and two battleships, so he's taking AA fire from both sides. I turn on defensive fire to increase the damage, and look at them evaporate. 3 squadrons down to 1, and one only has 3 fighters, and it looks like, yep, the 2 battleships are able to take them down. The AA on battleships is actually pretty amazing, especially US battleships. The Iowa is, I think, the best armed AA platform in the game, and Colorado is no slouch. So you gotta be very careful when you're sailing like that. Plus, cruisers are so good. I'm running with, you know, the captain's skill for increased range. All that goodness. And the enemy carrier is generally going to stay behind. A lot of times you'll find on Hotspot that they get left behind. They're unable to maneuver as quickly as they probably should because they're not confident that there's a safe area to sail. Because all corners of the map are full of people, and just some token enemy aircraft sails by. And we kill one, maybe the other friendly destroyer kills another, but we see that this Cleveland, for some reason, decided to sail right in front of us. And Tier 8 cruisers love Tier 6 cruisers. And I'm just going to send all of this HE down towards that Cleveland, get it landed on the decks, set stuff on fire. It feels good. Generally, when the enemy is maneuvering, AP is less effective. You need to wait for the enemy to stop maneuvering on broadside. We lose to our turrets, we decide we're going to use damage control. I don't want 2 turrets down, that's a lot of DPS loss. And we think we can kill this Cleveland before he decides to hide somewhere. Now we get our back guns and our forward guns, and we have to deal with the island. We see that this enemy carrier has been taking a lot of damage. We're going to assist in doing damage to this guy because we hate carriers. And we do 5k just like that to XXLLXX, extra large carrier for large X's. We take him down.
Enemy aircraft carrier.
He probably snuck in. Maybe a more deserving kill for someone else, but the rate of fire on the Mogami 155mm guns is intense. We're just trying to get this guy before he gets behind the island, and someone will finish him off. Surely they will. He's alive still, but he's burning down. I think he's stuck. Maybe he ran aground to avoid fire? I don't know. I'm just hoping he burns down. So we got an enemy Baltimore and an enemy Cleveland in front of us. I'm going to choose to fire on the Cleveland first. Some more... And there he goes. A more realistic target to take out. Baltimore has, of course, the ability to heal. And has more health and armor. So we take out the weakest link. And for you, Cleveland, that's you. So he's broadside. Easy shot. Gotta aim for center mass. And we land tiny amounts of damage. If we aim better, Notser will be able to actually do damage to him. And there you go. 4.5. And we set him on fire. Ooh. The Benson is so friendly. He just sails in front of our fire. Why not fire on him? That's where we think he's going. And he pops up just to see that he dies.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Benson's like, damn my life. But that's what you could do in this Mogami. Red fire. You could pick on the little guys. Pick on them. And we go right back to that Cleveland. Looks like he used damage control, or he was able to put out the fire. Probably damage control. But we're one salvo. No. Next one probably. Burn down. Get some damage. We're taking damage from the Baltimore. Yeah, clearly it's a threat. And a friendly finishes off the Cleveland, but Cleveland's dead. No more Clevelands! But we have to deal with Baltimore. She is a scary ship for the Mogami. Tier higher, U.S. cruiser. Man, are we able to land a lot of shots because he's so close. This is like point blank. And he's using HE. He sets us on fire. And I use damage control. And I throw out torpedoes because why the hell not? I'm a Japanese cruiser, damn it. And he takes them out just after I've released them, so it's not really a big deal. And usually, a Tier 9 is going to expect this. In the open ocean, clearly visible. He's clearly firing on me. He clearly was looking at me. He had to have seen me drop the torpedoes, right? Right, Baltimore? You're going to maneuver, and I'm not going to get any damage on him, right? Baltimore? There's torpedoes right next to you. Okay.
Cruiser destroyed.
So I killed that enemy Baltimore with my torpedoes. Even though he would have died probably half a second later to me and the destroyer, I'll take that kill. I'll take that less than 1k torpedo damage and flooding. So, we've cleared out the northwest side. The enemy, unfortunately, has cleared out the southwest side. So the only ships left are the ones that spawn on the opposite end of all the action. So we see that this enemy Fuso, 50%, is up against the border for the map. And we're moving in, man. We're gonna take them down. And our crew's able to put out the fire just in time for damage control to come back up. So, we're very low, clearly. 7.5k. So we need to be very careful. Very careful. A friendly Mogami is in front of me. He is also 50%. The Fuso has about 8k, 9k health on him. And it looks like the friendly Mogami has dropped his torpedoes. Now, the Fuso clearly saw him because you clearly saw him fire on him. Right? Right. But the torpedoes look like they're going right towards the battleship, Notser. They certainly do. And by the time I get in range and fire my front main guns, he takes torpedoes and he dies. For some reason, completely avoidable. And that friendly Mogami gets, you know, 4 or 5 torpedoes and does a ton of damage. Great for him. But I don't know why these guys aren't maneuvering. So, we head towards the center. There's 4 enemy ships left. we can't do anything really effective on this side. If we go towards the center, we might run into an enemy. And we're trying to support the Iowa, who's barely alive in the center. I think he's running with the old hull, because he doesn't have quite as much health as I remember Iowa's having. I think he could have 5k, maybe 10k more with an upgraded hull. I'm not 100%, but a tier 9 Iowa is still a tier 9 Iowa. And this Baltimore is basically full health. He's in range of the Iowa, and I'm dreading this for the Iowa. I just want to get in range to help you, buddy. And, you know, I'm looking over, see an enemy carrier over there getting in a battle with that destroyer. And I don't see what's going on. I figured the Iowa's about to die to the enemy cruiser, but somehow the enemy cruiser's dead. He was full health. He must have gotten a sick penetration, because he only took 8k damage. He's finished off, unfortunately, but he was able to do 40k damage to a Baltimore in 10 seconds. So he got a sick Citadel penetration. So now there's an Iowa and a Ibuki. The friendly destroyer just finished off the enemy carrier. So we know all the enemy is in the southwest side of the map. We just need to corner them and kill them. And it's 5 against 2. Unfortunately, that Mogami is very far forward against a higher tier ship. And it looks like he's going to be finished off by that Ibuki. He misses his torpedoes, unfortunately. And the Ibuki torpedoes miss 2. And just as I get line of sight on these 2 enemy ships, my friendly decides to just sail in front and die. Poor Mogami. This Iowa's about to round this corner. I don't want him to round the corner. And he's got a scout plane that sees me. And I'm paying attention to the Ibuki. I'm like, he can't fire on me. There's an island in the way. I'm just deciding, who should I go for? Who should I go for? I think I should send out my torpedoes. That was the plan. He actually sends rounds towards me, but they're completely short. Cool. So we use a narrow spread. There's an island in the way, so he's not going to see these torpedoes until they're right on top of him. And it wouldn't be a game without me running aground. So I'm going to back up. Thankfully, I am completely invisible. Only I can appreciate my fail. And my rear hits the back, and I start heading forward, and I adjust my heading. You just love this blackened Mogami husk. It's just so beautiful. And just as he probably sees me, oh, love that lag. Just as he probably sees me, I send a salvo, and my torpedoes look like they're gonna hit true. Oh yeah, see you later, Iowa.
Battleship sunk.
We get 5 kills, 2 torpedo kills, 2 kills with our guns and 1 with fire. So, pretty good game. And there's 5 minutes left in the game. We're fine. We're gonna kill this guy. This Mahan's going toe-to-toe against the Ibuki. I feel bad for him, but I also don't want to die. If I show up, he basically can one-shot me. So my plan was to head back and go back towards where I killed that Iowa and come out on the other side of the enemy. But looks like the friendly destroyer sends out torpedoes, and I make a choice. I'm just gonna hard collide with the island to turn around. This is sort of like a 3-point turn. And it looks like the Mahan, 1 torpedo, 2 torpedo, take him down! Yes! Good job, Mahan. Alrighty. That was Hotspot with the Mogami. It's just so easy with the Mogami. It's just such a great ship. Everyone needs the Mogami. I hope you enjoyed seeing this game in the Mogami, Tier 8 Japanese cruiser. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.